Oh, break!
Hello?
Yeah.
First camp we ever cooked for was a junior camp down somewhere in Melbourne, and it was a bread strike that weekend, and Lee said to the young people, well, we've got good news and bad news. We don't have any bread, but we'll have pancakes for breakfast. So that worked well.
I think it's fantastic for the youth.
It's really important to see just a core of young people, young leaders in the church, continuing and persevering with the Lord, because that sets an example for our young folk.
Just to be praying for the leaders of PYV is just so important.
The camps are fantastic.
And also all the Christian friends you make.
I guess everybody's capable of doing something, from just cooking or encouraging the leaders or young people in the church.
The way in which you see the development of someone's faith, and that's been a real highlight to see some of our teenagers get the support and the teaching in a PYV camp that's continuing on what we're doing back in Warrnambool.
People can learn more about God and can get more closer to Him.
I support PYV because I want my kids to go to the camps in a few years and experience all the good stuff that we went through when we were young.
Meeting new people and meeting new friends.
Oh, just all the general excitement around the camp. Intense, it's just hypermania.
Probably the best experience was being on camp and being woken up by the PYV radio guys. Bing bong bing. So that was really exciting.
Youth Metro has been brilliant for our youth group, because it's enabled our two guys, Isaac and Ben, to get some great teaching and great opportunities.
Gives them Christian friends that they won't make in other places.
It really backs up the Bible teaching that they get at church. It encourages them in their Christian walk.
I love the fact that PYV is enabling our youth group to be more serious about the gospel and also to live their life for Jesus rather than themselves.
Oh, the PYV ministry really excites me because it's teaching young people about Christ, but in a fun way, but a serious way.
Going to the activities and stuff and watching people do really funny things.
What excites me about PYV is that it's actually investing in the next generation of Presbyterians. They're the future of our church.
Within our own church in the past, it has had a significant part to play with the youth.
Grow in your faith and learn a lot. It's fantastic for the youth.
The regional camps thing has been helpful in a few ways. It's come closer to us. They're smaller camps. Camps become more personal, and they're cheaper and easy to get to. So they've been a real encouragement too.
For young people to see there are other people within the church that are their age, especially for country kids where there might be only 2 or 3 kids.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have to be a teacher and stand up in front of all those kids. It's much easier being the cook and serving that way.
PYV enables my youth from a regional place to meet with youth from across the state, and the camps are excellent because they're well organised, they're safe, and the teaching's good, and the fellowship is a great thing for encouragement for country teenagers.
We love serving as cooks on camp and recommend it to anybody that likes cooking.
Cooking for a few.
It's just wonderful. And as we say, we all can't be teachers, do walk-up ministry, but everybody likes to be fed, and we like to feed people.
PYV has helped me from just trying to do a camp and doing it all myself to actually delegate and raise up others and invest others to do it.
Look, I guess the first thing is that it's a gospel-centred ministry, and they have a love. PYV has a love for the Lord, and they seek to encourage that in the churches.
Well, I came from a small church where there weren't many young people, so PYV was great in providing me with heaps of friends.
A great memory, which is kind of PYV related, but it's always the road trips on the way to the PYV camp, because basically the guys and girls are stuck with me for 6 hours, and great conversations, and I can really ask them questions about what they learn at camp.
They're a ministry that doesn't seek to replace the church, which I reckon is really important. They want to support the church and build up the young folk.
Having some of our own children in PYV ages ago, it was a lot of fun just to support them and encourage them.
One of our younger ones a couple of years ago gave their life to Christ as they went to PYV camp and heard the message in a new way and were really challenged by it and came back a changed person.
All up, I think it's just a great organisation that the whole church should be behind. They're our future, these young people. They're the future of God's workers on this earth, and we should be vitally concerned and interested in them and their salvation, and that they are saved. So it's such a worthwhile ministry.
Yeah, I think I support it because it's just gives youth the opportunity to hear great speakers and then make Christian friends and back it up with fantastic like Bible studies.
I invest in PYV because it is a great organisation that is from our denomination, and also I invest in PYV so that it enables the next generation of leaders to come through, and I can be part of that discipling of them.
I can't wait to go on PYV.